Alright, what's up, guys? Bringing you another little nuke I got with the M-51W. For the purposes of the video, I'm just gonna be calling it the fucking M-51. I don't think I used the regular Tech Tree M-51. Yeah, no, I never really used this vehicle. I'm kind of like at a loss for words. Oh, also, Merry Christmas, everyone. I know, but probably not everyone is super religious or super in the holidays. I know when I was younger, I used to be. Now I'm just kind of whatever. It's just another day to me. But I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that really give a fuck about it. So, Merry Christmas. I hope that you guys have things better planned than playing fucking War Thunder like I am and cleaning up my house and eating some food later. But yeah, no, I never really used the M-51, you know, the Tech Tree one nor the Premium, and I've been very surprised with the overall quality of this tank. I didn't really hammer on it in the last video I uploaded yesterday. The M-51, in my opinion, almost kind of reminds me of the way that a lot of Russian tanks are in the game, where there's things that are really good about it, but there's things that are really bad about it, right? Like, in the case of the M-51, you basically have a, you know, I hate to call it a top-tier round, but you have a heat round, you know, that is normally found at rank 6 or 7, and you have it at rank 4. So your cannon is, for the most part, pretty good. Even though there's definitely some times where, you know, you can have a fucking heat moment. Even though heat is still fairly effective at rank 4 against, like, Tigers and Panthers and IS-2s, you know, there's definitely some times where it's like, okay, this is just stupid. I didn't drop the nuke. That's usually happens to me around the, like, 6.3 nukes that I get. Usually it takes a good portion of the match to actually get the nuke. So it's like, by the time I get it, it's like the match is literally ending. And that's what happened with the last nuke. That's what happened with this nuke. You know, rank 4, it's not as fast-paced as, like, rank 5 or 6. Certainly 6. But, yeah, no, I've been very massively surprised with the overall quality of this tank. I'm happy. I don't know why I waited so long to start grinding Israel. Overall, they have a pretty solid tech tree. It's small. You know, like, you can genuinely get to, like, high tier within a couple days of grinding, you know, especially with all the, you know, RP boosters and Silverline boosters that there are in the game right now from all the, you know, from the fucking holiday gambling crates, you know. You can definitely get plenty of RP boosters. I've been running a lot, like, all day. Oh yeah, poor fucking half track there. That is my favorite thing with, like, massive HE rounds or just massive cannon rounds like this. My favorite thing is to fire it at, like, fucking half tracks or, you know, like, like half tracks or milk trucks or whatever. Oh yeah, he was a smart German man, didn't have ammo on the side. Smart. But yeah, that is my favorite thing. But yeah, no. My plan with Israel, honestly, is to get it to, like, rank 6, rank 7. I mean, after that, I just don't give a fuck. That's usually how I play this game. I don't really play a lot of rank 7 or 8. In fact, I don't think I've ever played a rank 8 match. It just doesn't seem fun. I don't really hear a lot of good things about it. And I'd rather just, you know, have fun at a lower BR, you know, and use vehicles I'm more comfortable with than, you know, the bullshit that, you know, you can... There are so many enemies around me, and I'm so focused on airplanes. I've been shooting down a lot of airplanes with the 50 cal, but, you know, I'm not sure if, like, the fucking 50 cal is glitched. Dude, there's, like, been so many times where, like, there's been a plane flying, like, right in front of me. Flying right in front of me. I think I said frying. And, like, I've missed every round. It was nuts. Like, look at this. How am I not hitting that guy? Damn. Fucking suck. Well, anyways. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, the 50 cals. Well, um, with like Israel, I want to get to rank 6 or so. And then, you know, just kind of fuck around with all the 9.3 vehicles that there are. There's a lot of pretty solid 9.0, 9.3 vehicles. There's the, you know, there's the Galbatashes, there's the Magoks, like there's like the Magok 6C, B, and R, I want to say. They look pretty good, and you know their cannons are pretty typical for like a NATO style tank at 9.3. Like the M111 round is like their DM23, right? It's like 330-ish mils of pen, right? Okay, look at this. Look at this. How am I missing every round? I don't know. There's been some lag in the game ever since the new update came out. There's been a little bit of lag. I hate to be like an asshole and say, "Oh, guys, it's the lag. It's the game. The game's lagging." Ooh. But I don't think that I am bullshit on that. Boom. Sorry, I was just paying attention to the gameplay. This is like kind of fun. Yeah, this is pretty intense right here. But yeah, you know, in terms of their cannons, they're pretty typical. But that being said, there's still a lot of really good like Israeli vehicles. At the very least, they're typical, right? And I have no problem with a typical tank, right? I have zero issue with a tank that is mediocre, right? Oh, I died right there. Sorry, I'm like focused on the gameplay right now. I'm like kind of kicking ass. Shit. So yeah, I mean Israel so far looks like a pretty good tech tree. I just never really got like into grinding it because I'll be honest with you, I get very much into my comfort zone, and Israel is a lot like Sweden and France, in that the low tier, in this case rank 4, 6.3, it's not really that good. I mean, sure, you have the M-51 and the M-51W, solid tanks, right? But then you have this fucking thing, right? This is a TCM-20. It has two 20mm, I want to say they're Hispano cannons. They both have 60 rounds, so 120 round like reload. And I mean, this SPAA is better than nothing, but like it's dog shit. I mean, you are using a like World War II American half track at 6.3. It's really not that good. I mean, it's better than nothing, right? But like at 6.3, you know, you have the M53/59 for Russia. You know, for America, I mean, at 5.3, you have the Skink, which, in my opinion, is actually a very underrated SPAA. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. The Skink is not that bad. It's not, like, the best, but, you know, it's not bad. I mean, at 5.3, you have the Ostwind 1 and the Ostwind 2. And you also have the Verbal like, at 4.7. So it's, like, every SPAA on the battlefield is, like, light years better than you. So SPAA for Israel at this BR, like I said, you have something, but I'll be honest with you, there's probably times where having nothing would be just the same. Now, what I did do before I went to bed last night was I went into a custom match and started shooting down like bot airplanes just to kind of get used to the cannon lead. Pretty good idea. I mean, I definitely am fairly accurate with shooting with this thing. I knocked the elevators off that Dornier 335 right there. One of the mistakes that I think a lot of players do is they don't lead enough because they like massively underestimate the lead. I think on a lot of shots. I mean, this dude's right next to me, right? And you see how far I have to lead him, right? And even then, I was missing most of my shots. So it's like, I'm not sure what that is. Like, my accuracy with these cannons are fucking terrible. And I'm going to go ahead and just save everyone the hassle. We're just going to go ahead and just skip through this. Basically, I push up, I cap this objective, and I die. We're just going to go ahead and just skip it, guys. I'm sorry. I don't want to bore everyone with the shittiest SPAA gameplay. Let's see here now. Okay, there you go. Oh, and I kill a BTRZD. Anyways, sorry. I don't think I've ever done that, but you know, I'm gonna do it. One of the things though about using heat, just I was just thinking about this because I'm aiming for the ammo in the back of a T-34's turret. Um, See, look at that lag right there. I hit him and then, like, there's like a 1 or 2 second window where after the round hit him, like he was still alive. I'm not sure. There's a very weird lag going in with this game. I think it's the update. Not sure though, but I'm like 90% certain it's the update that caused it. If anyone has any similar, experiences or even some solutions, please post them in the comments because it's kind of getting annoying. I don't think it's gotten me killed yet, but it's just getting annoying. Anyways, one of the things about heat though is you have to know kind of where to shoot the enemy. It's not like APHE where it's like, boom, penetration, one hit, right? Heat, you need to understand where like their ammo is, where most of their crew is, like in terms of like a straight line. Because, the heat jet goes roughly in a straight line relative to, the point, like the penetration point, right? So, you need to really memorize the layout of a lot of these tanks for the most part. Like, if it's an Austin, like, this motherfucker right here, yeah, you don't need to worry about that. It's just, I mean, it's just, firing an HE at an open-top vehicle at that point. But I definitely have kind of learned to appreciate, oh yeah, that's right, see, that 50 cal wasn't breaking the fence, which I think is interesting, because, usually 50 cals break fences, so, that's weird. I'm like starting to think, like, maybe, like, the 50 cals are glitched, I don't know. Oh yeah, like I said, if anyone has any experiences, let me know. Like, like any tips or whatever, to help out with, like, the bullshit right now, because, it's getting weird. There's every update, man. I swear, every update, there's always something new that they put in the game that just ruins something. Whether it's a glitch, they break a fucking weapon, like, or not weapon, but like tank, they fucking unbalance the fuck out of it. A good example is the, was it the Kugelblitz? No, sorry, not the Kugelblitz, the Coelian, the Flak Panzer 341, where, for whatever reason, they gave that thing, like, APHE that could pen, like, 70 or 80 millimeters of armor, and if you're reversing from it, guess what? You have no armor, because the game was glitched to where the guy's rounds would ignore your armor. We're gonna skip the TCM, even though this life was kind of funny. I remember this, a little bit more now. Basically, I push up, I die. I was trying to farm SP. I'm 164 SP off from the nuke, but unfortunately couldn't do it. Yeah, sorry guys. The TCM is the most boring fucking SPA in the entire game. I'm sorry guys. Yeah, no. What was I gonna say? Fuck, jeez, I'm like losing my train of thought, guys. This is like the shittiest commentary. I'm still gonna make this a commentary on my video because fuck it, but. I'm a one-take type of guy, If I don't get it right on the first time, then there is no second time, you know what I mean? Not saying I'm gonna blow my brains out if the fucking commentary sucks, but, I don't do do-overs, you know what I mean? Oh yeah, with heat, you really need to make sure, like, see, this is a good example of, like, what I mean. So, right there, I get him. And that was actually a really good hit. But yeah, you need to memorize the layout with heat. It's not APHE. The match is almost over. This was probably the shittiest commentary I've ever done, but fuck it. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. Stand by for more videos. Thanks. Bye.